Hey y'all, if you've been around me at all, you know I love to dish out challenges. I love to challenge myself. I like to see areas where I can improve, and I love to take people along with me on those challenges. So I have one for you today on this Friday. I want to give you something for you to focus on. We love in our house doing personal development. Curtis and I read personal development books. We listen to them on things like Audible. We listen to podcasts. We're constantly trying to find ways to improve our relationships, our family, and how we can engage and serve others. One of the books that we've been reading and listening to lately is called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And today I was reading something that really challenged me, so I wanted to challenge you. To give you a little backstory, some of you know that Curtis and I have had a couple of bonus kids for the last 3.5 months. And that's a particular area in our life right now that has been really challenging for us. The longer it's gone on, it's hard and it's work. And sometimes it's really easy to get caught up in the negativity of the hardness or the exhaustion, that we can lose sight of why we're doing this and who we're doing this for. So I read something today about looking at my circumstances and shifting my paradigm. It's so easy to try to focus on positive attitudes and give positive mantras to ourselves, and if we could just speak positively, somehow that'll fix everything. And I don't want to negate the power of positive thinking. I don't want to throw that completely out the window, but I know that from my own personal frustration, that telling myself positive things when I'm not feeling them, making that mind and heart connection, it's something that's often missing. And my kids just walked home from school. Okay. So sometimes there's just this piece that doesn't connect from my mind and my heart. So I'm telling myself why I'm doing something and why it's so important and why it's so good, and yet I'm still feeling defeated or drained or down. Hey, sweetheart. And I'm feeling worn out. And so these two things don't connect. And I read something today and it clicked. And I wanted to share with you what I read. We could spend weeks and months, even years, laboring with a personality ethic, trying to change our attitudes and behaviors, and not even begin to approach the phenomenon of change that occurs spontaneously when we see things different. We can only achieve quantum improvements in our lives as we can quit hacking at the leaves of our attitude and behavior and get to work on the root. And so I realized that if I'm not actually looking at the root of what is causing all of this frustration and where my heart is lying in all of this, if I'm not looking at the situation correctly, then telling myself all these positive things is only going to take me so far before I get worn out. But what if I shifted my paradigm? What if I began to see my circumstances a little differently? What if I found in my circumstances hope or a renewed sense of purpose for why I'm experiencing what I'm experiencing? And I think when that paradigm shift occurs, when we can actually get to the root of where some of the brokenness is in ourselves and look at situations for what good they could bring about, or in my case, how is this glorifying to God? How is this challenging and growing me? Where is the opportunities in this? Then I'm less likely to want to be defeated and run over by it. So here's my challenge for you today. Is there a circumstance that you're going through that you just feel completely defeated, worn down, and broken? And can you look at yourself, take a little bit of time, try to find somewhere, sit quietly, and just sit and think, where's this kind of coming from? And where's all this stress and angst being derived from? And then asking, if you're a believer, the Lord to let him see things through his eyes and to give you a renewed sense of hope and a sense of purpose for whatever it is you're going through. And seeing if maybe taking that paradigm and shifting it and changing your perspective on something doesn't help to invigorate a new life in your circumstances. I hope that's challenging for you today, and I hope you get something out of it. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.